Dear students, welcome to EPG Padashala. I am Dr. Gauri Shankar, Assistant Professor from the Department of General Medicine, Government Medical College and ESI Hospital, Coimbatore. Today's topic is the regulation of pH of the body fluids. This regulation of pH in the body fluids is highly complex and involving various factors. This acid-base homeostasis is a part of biological homeostasis, which is concerned with the proper balance between the acids and bases in the fluids. Our lifestyles like eating, exercise, our habits, stress, all influences our pH of the body fluids. The total amount of fluid in the human body is approximately 60% of the body weight. For example, in a 60 kg male, the body fluid related to this is 36 kg. The body fluid has been divided into two compartments, the intracellular fluid compartment and extracellular fluid compartment. So, in this diagram we can see the fluid inside the cell is called as intracellular fluid. The space between the two cells is called as interstitial space. This interstitial space is filled with fluid called interstitial fluid. This interstitial fluid is related to extracellular fluid compartment, and also the fluid inside the blood vessel is called as plasma. This also comes under category of extracellular fluid compartment. So, in this diagram we can see the average 60 kg person, 60% of the body weight is due to water. Among the 60%, the intracellular fluid constitute 40% of the body weight. The interstitial fluid constitute 15% of the body weight, and the remaining plasma constitute 5% of the body weight. This pie chart tells us the major composition of the body fluid is intercellular fluid, that is 40%. The extracellular fluid portion, we can see the interstitial fluid constitute around 15 to 20%, the plasma 5%, the other fluids constitute less than 1%. The other fluids like the fluids surrounding the brain and spinal cord called as cerebrospinal fluid, the fluid inside the eye called vitreous fluid, the fluid in the joint space called synovial fluid. This comes under the category of other fluids in the extracellular fluid compartment. Regarding basic things related to what is pH. pH stands for potential hydrogen or powerful hydrogen. It is a measure of hydrogen ion concentration of a solution. pH is measured on a pH scale ranging from 0 to 14. So, the value 7 is neutral pH. So, any value below 7 is considered as acidic. Any value above 7 is considered as alkali. Solutions with high concentration of hydrogen ions called as low pH, that is acidic solution. Solution with low concentration of hydrogen ions called as high pH, that is alkali solution. More alkaline the solution, the fluid is oxygen rich. More acidic the solution, that fluid is oxygen deprived. So, the pH of 7 is neutral. The pH of 14 is also extreme part, it is a strong basic. pH 0, that is extreme, called as strong acidic. The normal pH, this is a normal pH value in each body compartment, that is extracellular fluid, plasma, intracellular fluid, etc. It is difficult to measure intracellular pH and it may vary from cell to cell. Any changes in plasma pH reflect pH changes in other compartment also. When the source of pH change is intracellular, the plasma pH will be in the same direction as the intracellular pH change but of lesser magnitude. When the primary change is in the extracellular fluid, the magnitude of any intracellular change will be less than the extracellular change. Acid-base balance is essential for all living organisms. The pH in human blood is 7.4. It ranges between 7.35 to 7.45. So, a healthy body is slightly alkaline measuring approximately 7.4. If blood pH moves to much below, that is less than 6.8 or above 7.8, the cells stop functioning and the patient dies. A slight change in pH of this range can be devastating to cells and the entire body. The normal day-to-day activities affect our pH. That is, our activities like the air we breathe, the food we eat, and the urine that is excreted all influences the pH. And also the diet. The diet, however, plays an important role in acid-base balance in the human body. A healthy diet should consist of about 75% of alkaline foods. The alkaline foods are raw vegetables, fresh fruits, fresh fruit juice, and non-animal proteins. The 25% of acidic foods such as the animal proteins, grains, dairy products like coffee, wheat flour are alkaline food. The other causes of acidic conditions are smoking, alcohol, lack of exercise, and stress. This all influences the acidic pH. This pH spectrum tells us which food are acidic, which food are alkaline. So the pH of 3, the food materials such as carbonated water, soda is all related to pH of 3. So this is highly acidic. And also the food materials related to pH of 4 is all the bakery item and also the food materials like roasted nut, vinegar, chocolates, ice creams all related to the acidic pH of 4. pH of 5, the food materials related are wheat, nuts, peanuts, distilled water, coffee all related to pH of 5. The food materials related to pH of 6 are the cooked beans, cooked spinach, milk, coconut. These are all related to pH of 6. So these food items are highly acidic. So let us see about the food materials related to neutral pH. The most of tap water, spring water, sea water and river water related to neutral pH. The food materials related to highly alkaline is fresh vegetables, all fruits and nuts are related to the pH of alkaline, that is more than 8. So in this figure you can see the pH balance chart. The pH 7 is neutral, the pH less than 7 is acidic. So the food materials which are acidic and also our lifestyles like smoking, alcohol, stress is all related to highly acidic that leads to sickness. So the pH more than 7 is considered as alkaline, that is water, and also our positive split all leads to a good health. A good saying is, a salad a day keep acidosis away. Body fluids and pH levels. Blood, spinal fluid, saliva has a pH of about 7.4. So this neutral level prevents tissue damage. So this diagram tells us the human digestive tract with pH range chart. The saliva has a pH of 6.5 to 7.5. After taking food, the food materials get mixed with saliva in the mouth and then we masticate and reaches the stomach. The upper part of the stomach, that is the fundus portion, secretes the fluids which has a pH of 4 to 6.5 and it mixes with the food for at least 30 to 60 minutes. The lower stomach secretes the fluid which is highly acidic, that is 1.4 to 4 pH. So it takes another 1 to 3 hours for mixing with the food materials. After mixing with the food materials, so it enters into the duodenum, the next part of the digestive tract. So duodenum has highly alkaline solutions which is secreted from the pancreas and the bile. The pH related to is 7 to 8.5. Here in the duodenum, most part of the food materials, nutrients get absorbed. The next portion is the small intestine, that is jejunum and ileum. It secretes fluid with a pH range of 4 to 7. So here the food material stays 1 to 5 hours. After that it reaches the large intestine. The large intestine secretes the fluid with a pH of 4 to 7. So here the food material stays to 10 hours to several days. In the stomach, the pH range from 1.5 to 3.5. This is highly acidic. This is due to the proton pumps present in the stomach layers that regulates the hydrogen ions. This acidic fluid breaks food materials and allows digestion. Increased acid production leads to acid peptic disease. So the patient with acid peptic disease have abdominal pain, pain aggravates after taking food, burning sensation of the chest, and ultimately land up in blood-stained vomiting. Some of the body compartment and fluid pH. The body compartment also have mechanisms that regulate the pH level. In vagina, that is the birth canal in females, the pH level is 4.3, that is slightly acidic This acidic pH keeps harmful bacteria and fungi from causing symptomatic infections and protects from the infections due to bacteria, that is bacterial vaginosis and fungal infection candidiasis. The pH of human uterus ranges from 6.6 to 7.6 and it is affected by the menstrual cycle. The abdominal and pelvic cavities contains the organs like ovaries, small intestine, large intestine. These all have the pH range of 4 to 7. The pH of some biological fluids, the pancreatic juice has the pH of 7.8 to 8. The blood plasma, the pH is 7.4. The intracellular fluid, that is the liver cell, has a pH of 6.9. The intracellular fluid of muscle, the pH of 6.1. Saliva, the pH range is 6.5 to 7.5. Gastric juice, the pH range is 1.25 to 3. The effects on cells because of changes in pH of body fluid. When the pH in body fluid drops too low, the body begins to suffer from acidosis. When the pH in the body fluid rises too high, the body begins to suffer from alkalosis. This acidosis or alkalosis can be caused by various diseases. Not only the diseases, our diet pattern also influences this acidosis and alkalosis. What happens to our brain cell in case of acidosis? There will be a slight change in pH in the spinal fluid and cerebral fluid. So this leads to reduction in affinity of hemoglobin for oxygenation, and also it reduces the oxygen supply to brain cells. Because of decreased oxygen supply to brain cells, that leads to lethargy and mental confusion. Whereas in alkalosis, all the blood vessels get constricted. Because of the constriction, there is a reduced blood supply to the brain cells. So that because of reduced blood supply to the brain cells, there will be a decreased oxygen that leads to confusion, seizures and loss of consciousness. What happens to the immune cells? During acidosis, there is an impaired response of lymphocytes to fight pathogens. That leads to impaired release of inflammatory cytokines and that leads to a poor immune response. So this patient will have many infections, they are prone for many infections. Some changes in the bone cells. In case of acidosis and alkalosis, there is a loss of calcium from the bone. So that leads to decreased buildup of bone and there will be a overall bone loss. In muscle cells, acidosis leads to muscle loss or degradation of the muscle cells. So all the skeletal muscles and cardiac muscle cells are affected. So because of that, there will be a decreased cardiac muscle activity, that is decreased contraction. So there is a decreased blood supply to the other organs in the body. An imbalance in the body pH may lead to serious health concerns including cardiac abnormalities, there may be a weight loss or weight gain, immune deficiency. Because of the immune deficiency, patients are prone for infectious disease, structural system weakness including brittle bones, joint pain and fracture, abnormal liver function, patient will have fatigue, impaired digestion and elimination, or they will end up in cancer also. The truth is, everyone has different nutrient requirements, but we all share one thing in common. We need to have alkaline blood to stay healthy. Balancing the pH is a major step towards well-being and greater health. The scientists have discovered that body fluids of healthy people have high pH, that is alkaline. The body fluid of sick people have low pH, that is acidic. The pH balance, the balance between the acidity and alkalinity is vital to vibrant health. So we have to eat fresh fruit, vegetables, fresh juice. This all leads to a vibrant health. How to measure pH? This can be assessed by universal indicator. There is an instrument with paper at the tip. The solution for which we have to measure the pH, it has to be kept on the tip of the paper. So in few seconds it turns into a color change. So based on the color we can address whether it is an acidic or alkali. So the color range, the red color shows very strong acid, the orange or yellow color is a weaker acid, the green is a neutral, the blue or indigo is considered as weak base, whereas the purple and violet show a strong base. Let us conclude. The pH is a 2 little letters, it has a big deal. The total healing of chronic illness only take place when the blood is restored to a normal, that is slightly alkaline pH. The alkaline pH is very important because the research has already proven that the disease cannot survive in an alkaline state, and yet the disease thrive in an acidic environment. So we have to maintain our lifestyle by eating alkaline foods like raw vegetables, fresh fruits, fresh fruit juices like that, and we have to quit smoking, we have to quit alcohol. We know that smoking kills, the alcohol is dangerous for health, and also we have to maintain the regular physical activities, that is the activities like walking, swimming, jogging, whatever it is, at least 30 minutes in a day for 5 times in a week. So this keep you fit. We may be in Wi-Fi zone, but we should be in stress-free zone. We have to remove stress by doing meditation, yoga, or visiting like tourism. This also helps us to be in stress-free zone. So alkalinize your body pH for better health. Keep fit, stay healthy.